Salutations everyone, and welcome to the 4th episode of Let's Play Sonic 2 with me, your host, SaberTC. Last time we made it through Aqua Ruin Zone, and this time we're going through Casino Night. I surprisingly had an easier time with this stage than I thought. Unlike Chemical Plant. Dreaded Chemical Plant. But anyway, I might have screwed up a couple times, but you gotta cut me some slack. I recorded this entirely in one sitting at night. I was pretty tired, and I wasn't completely thinking straight. In fact, you know those launchers, you know the things that you have to hold A down to launch Sonic through when he's in ball form in this stage, that's specifically in this stage? I didn't know that you had to hold the A button down, so, or the jump button down, I suppose. So I kind of kept thinking my game was glitched, and then I kept closing it out by accident. Well, closing it out on purpose, but not realizing it by accident. Eventually I figured it out. After all, you wouldn't have this episode if I didn't. But anyway, I say that a lot, don't I? Things. Sorry for the late episode. I just didn't want to upload this one until I got the episode after this recorded. I still don't, but I gotta give you guys something, don't I? And I think in the meanwhile, I'll try to, since this is proving harder to record than I thought it would be, especially by myself for now, I'll create some other mini videos like my sister has on her channel. Not exactly like it. I'll be doing some story times. I'll try to branch out into other stuff so I can upload more frequently and keep myself busy. Part of the reason why this part is so late, or this episode is so late. Oh, look, I got through Act 1. Okay. But if I remember correctly, yeah, I don't get an extra life. Bonus mission failed. Anyway, another reason why I haven't uploaded this episode yet is because I wasn't happy with the original audio that I recorded like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And I just sounded really depressed, and I was going on and rambling on in circles, and I wanted to give you guys something better than that. So here it is, I guess, if this is the final cut. I still have the original version, and I'll keep it for my own keepsake, but I don't think I've told you guys yet, but in those few weeks, I did get a new iPad, an iPad Pro with 256 gigs and 4K camera, and basically it's the most up-to-date model yet. I'm glad that I have more than 64 because I was kind of running out of memory, and that's also the reason why I've been holding off on recording. But now that that's not a problem, hey, I can record on my iPad Air and then put it on here. No problem. Along with that, it makes it kind of easier to upload. So it's not that choppy, and I might be able to upload in higher quality. You know, that kind of thing. Did I already say that? I think I already did that. This stage is easier than I thought it would be. It gave me... It was pretty fun. I got a bunch of extra lives thanks to the slot machines that are in this stage, thanks to it being Casino Night, as you might have noticed. There's a whole bunch of slot machines here, and pinball machines that Sonic can mess around in. It's all that kind of themed. You can get rings, continues, extra lives, like I already said, and it's all around a good time. Sorry if I still sound like I'm all over the place, but I'm not a person to write scripts. Part of the reason being because I can't see them, I can't read them while I'm recording. I just try to go with the flow and kind of just pace myself according to the sound effects I hear. Well, since we got extra time, I guess I'll tell you guys what's been going on with me. There's been a few things in my personal life that have been kind of making it a little harder you know, existential crisis and all, but I'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't want to go into it. Maybe in the future I might go into a video about it, but home life's good. I'm not in school because I still have to do some training to be able to keep up in college. I actually have appointments set up for training, so sorry about that. My aunt kind of startled me. She came in asking if I wanted Mickey D's for dinner, and I do. I like McDonald's, don't judge me, but where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about training. I have to get trained for Braille and different devices I'll be using for college, and that'll take some time to get stuff, but with me it might not take that much time. I might be able to get enrolled into a school by the spring semester. Yeah, that's what it's called, spring semester. So but at worst I might just have to wait till fall semester of next year, but of 2019, but that'll be okay. The schools assured me that don't worry, just take your time, know what you need to get to know what you need to know so you can keep up, because I didn't push myself a lot. Even though it's expected for me to fall behind, I tend to push myself so hard that I can keep up with normal people for the most part. Sometimes surpass them, but nah, I'm not sure about that part. People tell me that I do. I sound so smug right now, don't I? So that'll be happening. Hopefully I'll find college enjoyable. I think I really will. I will. So yeah. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was a little project I would be working on, and that's this little story I've been writing for 4 years. I don't want to spill anything about it or much about it, but it's just something that I kind of thought about and have been mulling over. I wrote up a prologue and I'm in the midst of writing chapter 1. I know 4 years and still on chapter 1. Hey, it's hard. I want to make sure that whoever's reading it can enjoy it. But before I go any further into this conversation, we're at the boss of Casino Night, and it is Eggman once again. He's in his little Eggmobile going back and forth in this pinball machine-like area. Your job is to get above him with whatever means necessary and hit him in the head 8 times so he'll be defeated. I struggled with this. Another thing to note about the boss is he has a spike on the bottom of his machine, and he drops spike balls to hit you. But if you're well enough, you won't have too much trouble with it, and as you can see, those extra lives are going to come in handy. I'm going to die quite a few times, so I'll just take some time to finish what I was saying. It's Eggman. You'll do fine. That's fine. So I've been writing this story, and I wanted to get it out for quite a while, but I'm really scared to go on with it just because I want to make sure that it's a really good story that people want to read, and it's going to be one of the new classics, you know, like 20 years from now they'll be saying, oh, that guy wrote that book. And you know, and it'd be innovative but also something familiar. I've been trying to make sure that the characters aren't one note or two one note. They're unique in their own way, so when you hear their names you can define them. A lot of them are based off either real life people or combinations of different fictional characters that I really enjoy, but each person does have their own personality. I will assure you that much. That's what I've been really working hard towards, and hopefully there's something there for everybody to relate to. See, the kind of ideal that I go towards is plot is first and foremost. Like, the plot is always the first thing, but you need the characters to, you know, spice up the plot, you know, give it that taste that it needs. The characters are what drives the plot forward, but even though the characters do help the plot drive forward, I'm trying to make it so it's organic and it fits into the story, and it's not like I'm forcing something in. I do, you know, and I think I've been doing a good job of that for a while now, especially with the other project that I started, because indirectly for the last project of my school year, in my AP English Literature class, we were tasked to write either a dystopian story, it could be anything as long as it was dystopian in nature, or write up 6 different poems with 6 different, 4 different styles, and 2 of them can be repeated, I guess. But, and there's another death, but you know me, I'm not really good with starts or beginnings, so instead of doing 6 different things, even though people thought it was easier, in my opinion, writing the story was easier, so I had another idea kicking in the back of my head, and I ended up going with that, and everybody who's read it loves it. It's gonna be a shorter story than the original one that I did, but it's completely separate from the other one. I hope that people do enjoy that one when it comes out, but I want to finish the first one before I start working on the second one completely, you know, because, you know, I don't want to leave things unfinished. I'm kind of a person who tends not to finish things he started. Sorry, I will come back to the Pokemon Platinum and Pokemon Sapphire playthroughs. For Pokemon Platinum, I'm working on getting some gear to record it easier and better, and, you know, makes the quality much better overall. Another death. So the quality of that playthrough will drastically spike upward when I eventually find the time to upgrade and find the perfect time to do it. As far as Pokemon Sapphire, I could do it, but I gotta find the cartridge again and make sure it's still working and find something to play it on, and you know, that kind of thing. So for now, I'm just sticking to Sonic 2, and I hope you guys are fine with that. Like I said, I will toss in other videos to occupy your time during the course of this thing, and course of it, and hopefully you can get this playthrough done, get this playthrough fully done by the end of this year. At least that's the goal. Anyway, back to the talking about the story. Eventually, I'm gonna need some help from you guys if you somehow stumbled on this and you want to help me out. I kind of need help with art, even though people say I'm really great at drawing, despite me being visually impaired. I still need some help making sure that the drawings that I do are, or the character designs and different artworks for the book would be refined enough, and I'm in the midst of trying to find people for that too. Because I really appreciate art, even though I can't appreciate it in its full glory, I still enjoy it. Eventually, I do want to turn this thing into a video game as well as into an anime. That was the original idea for this. Originally, I just started writing this because I wanted to make a video game. That's been my lifelong dream, and this could actually make it happen. So hopefully you guys will support me when it gets to that. But I can't reveal any specific information about it. Just hold on. Eventually there'll be a video coming out talking about it in more detail. But for now, this is gonna stay with me, close to my chest. So you guys will just have to wait and see. Anyway, moving on. What's next on the agenda? Talked about what projects I'm working on, and I guess that's it. So with that victory, it brings us to the end of this episode. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on the episode, and make sure to dash that like button and subscribe for more videos. Until next time, I am your host SaberTC, signing out. Catch you next time.